My name is John Smith. I'm with Prevost Law Firm, and I'm here with our client, Tim Riker. We just wrapped up Tim's case, and he's been gracious enough to spend a little bit of time with us to talk about his case and give some feedback so that it might help other people. So, Tim, let's start with the little background for everybody. So you had your installer was Pink. Tell me about the situation, Pink, how that mess started and kind of where that was.
Well, I found them online and gave them a call, and the guy came here and basically sold me the dream. Told me I needed 20 panels and 3 batteries, and I'd have little to no consumer bill at all. And that wasn't the case. Everything he pretty much told me made me just jump in, head first. I was excited. I was going to get $15,000 tax credit. That wasn't the case. My consumer's bill actually went up instead of down. It showed a $4 to $5 a month credit off my utility bill. And what I was paying normally, it actually increased also. So I was getting no savings at all. When they came and installed it, they broke a bunch of stuff in my attic and never told me. Stuff that can't be replaced. My 3 stepchildren's, everything they made through their school, growing up, their mom saved. All the knickknacks and, tree ornaments and whatnot, kids make as kindergartners and whatnot. They ruined them all, every single one of them, nothing was saved. Whenever it rains, we have water that goes into our fuse panel and our main electrical box. You could go up and just see the water pouring out of the fuses, which is not good. They would not fix it. Told me that was my problem. I had to pay for somebody else to do that. So it's been a headache all the way around.
And then they ended up going out of business on you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how did that situation make you feel?
Well, at first, before they went out of business, they signed a DocuSign with me and them saying, because I fought them every day. I called them and complained daily of all my issues I was having, with the water and the fuse panel. So we both signed an agreement saying they were paying off my loan. 2 days later, they went out of claim bankruptcy and never paid off my loan. So pretty upsetting, because I was pretty much lied to for everything the guy told me. Everything was not true. So it was a headache.
What a mess. What a mess. So you hired us. What made you think back to when you hired us? I know it was a while ago. What made you decide to hire us?
Well, I've seen someone on a Facebook group had you guys on there and said they dealt with you and they had good results. So I was like, what could it hurt? So I called and talked to Neil for a little bit, and it sounded good. And so I went for it, and I'm glad I did.
It's awesome. I'm glad you did too. So you hired us and we sued Goodleap, who is your lender. Unfortunately, your settlement prevents us from talking about the details of that. But let me ask, how happy are you with the overall result we got you?
I couldn't be happier. Everything's worked out great. I'm glad we did it. And everybody should, look into seeing you guys.
That's awesome to hear. So how do you feel? How do you feel now that the situation's over? It's past you. You feeling good?
Oh yes, definitely. It's a big weight off my shoulders, knowing that this is taken care of and I don't have to worry about this no longer. It's been, I don't know, 3-4 years of a headache every day of dealing with, looking at those in my roof and knowing that the amount of money that they were for nothing.
Oh man, that's just a mess. Sorry, but I'm happy we got you some great results there. So one of the common questions we get online is how long does the process take? So you hired us back in July of 2024. It's now February 2025. We just kind of wrapped things up and finished everything out. Let me ask, was it worth the wait?
Oh, definitely worth the wait. It went by a lot faster than I didn't think it was going to be this soon, but totally happy with it.
That's awesome. I have to hear that. So my final question here is, what would you say to somebody who is thinking about hiring Prevost Law Firm to help fight their solar panel case?
Do it. It's definitely worth it. So you can't go wrong.
That's awesome, Tim. That's awesome. All right, well, Tim, I really appreciate your time here. I hopefully some other people are gonna get some great benefit out of this. And again, I'm so happy that we got such a great result for you. And you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.